All right, so just to elaborate more on what my partner has stated, again, we are learning to reuse the wastewater, so my opponent's concerned that fracking uses a lot of water. I just want to touch bases with that. So again, we are trying our best to reuse fracking fluid and minimize waste. In an article called Centralized Sites Deliver Fracking Water Efficiency by the Water and Wastewater Treatment Faversham House Group. This was released in 2013. Evidence is that some drilling operations elect to reuse a portion of the wastewater to replace and or supplement freshwater in formulating fracturing fluid for future well or refracturing the same well. This practice has the potential to reduce discharges to surface ponds, minimize underground injection of wastewater, and conserve and reuse water resources. Again, going back on that point that fracturing has a lot of, it gives us an opportunity to become energy independent, and it is the best viable option right now other than using coal and oil as our main energy source. So again, we are trying our best to, again, reuse that fracking fluid, thus minimizing the waste. That same site is that we also have an option of using centralized treatment faculties, which handles both the flowback of wastewater and the produced wastewater from oil and gas wells from fracking sites. These pipelines connect to all the wellheads directly from the fracking sites to the central plant, and so the wastewater is received by the plant, it is identified, and it can actually be traced from where the well is as well, just showing how effective this process is. Anyways, the targeted use at these plants, it's able to be processed to meet, so that the wastewater is able to be reused in future fracking sites, thus minimizing the waste. So we're taking precautionary steps and implementing better regulations for fracking. Again, like my partner said, the point to ban fracking in the U.S. completely is just unnecessary. But of course, there's always room for improvement, and we are making better regulations. So an article written by Alan Nussar, the article titled "Obama Tightens Fracking Regulations, Requires Chemical Disclosure." This was released in March 2015. The Obama administration on Friday announced stricter measures to protect groundwater from fracking operations on more than 750 million acres of federal and tribal lands. Fracking companies will be required to disclose chemicals they use to crack open underground shale, oil, and gas that contain toxic wastewater. Again, because firms will also need to ensure new wells will not interfere with existing operations in efforts to avoid catastrophic spills or blowouts. So again, we do care about the environment. Again, natural gas is cleaner than coal and oil, which again are our main energy sources. So fracking companies do make a lot of investments in developing their equipment to ensure its safety and effectiveness. So in the oilspillsprevention.org, in their equipment tab, prevention requires continuous assessment and improvement in every phase of operation, which oil is produced, transported, stored, and marketed. Significant resources are invested in order to develop equipment specially designed to prevent oil spills during each phase. And this is going to lead, again, to less contamination and more, effectiveness. Just going to be more effective. So again, more regulation, of course, and it is in the process. This natural gas boom in particular has led, again, to the displacement of high carbon coal with low carbon natural gas producing, Natural gas boom in particular has led to the displacement of high carbon coal with low carbon natural gas producing fewer emissions. Natural gas can indeed play a key role over the next couple of decades, together with demand and management, in economically advancing a clean energy system for the United States.